What's good, guys? It's happening. This is probably the most repeated question I ever get. What gear you using? What camera you using? What lens you using? What flash you using? And so today I decided, why not make a video and tell you guys kind of what I use. And so I'm gonna do like my run and gun gear setup. So like this is, I'm on the run. I just got hit up. I have to do this quick shoot, like this quick daytime shoot, maybe a studio shoot, maybe a nightlife shoot. So go to like a venue, a club or something, just something like quick, you know. And so yeah, let's get into it. This is my camera bag setup for 2024. I gotta start off with a bag, of course, you know. So people love asking me where I get this bag from. This is definitely my favorite bag. It's DB bags. It's called douche bags. Honestly, they got so popular that I had to change the name to DB bags. But this bag is super fire. Fits my laptop on this side right here, you know, and then fits my camera setup perfectly. Honestly, I love this bag. I love this color. That's the main reason I really got it. But honestly, it holds all my gear really well and everything. It's really perfect, and it's a stylish bag. The other bag is this Guilty bag. I got this a while ago. Had this for a minute, but this is like, let's say it's definitely more run and gun. It's just a quick shoot. I can honestly just have my camera in here. I have my flash in here, and then I have my laptop in here as well. And so maybe like my charging cables and stuff like that. But yeah, love this bag. This bag is from this brand named Guilty, also super fire brand. Love them for sure. And honestly, I'm gonna start with my VHS. I'm gonna just show you guys all my VHS that I have. Let me pull this up because I'm gonna show you guys my favorite bag that I love pulling out. This is probably my favorite bag I love pulling out. Just imagine you pull up on set, you pull up to a shoot, and you got a briefcase with you. You know, you keep it real professional. You stand on business for sure. Guys, this is my briefcase. This is how I go to work. But right here, super old school. Just super old school. It's an old briefcase. But yeah, this here holds probably my favorite VHS of them all. There you go. It's the Panasonic Omni Movie VHS. This VHS is super fire. Honestly, I love this VHS. I take this on more like, definitely like a one more stylish shoot. Maybe like if I go out the country, if I go to like a specific, like if I know there's certain shots I want to get that's like super old school, maybe make it look like 8mm in a way, I bring this guy right here. Honestly, I love this. This has shot some incredible stuff. Throughout the video, I'm gonna just show you clips of each camera, and just to show you guys like in a real life practical way how it looks, and that way you guys can see like, is this something you guys can apply? But honestly, I love this camera. Had this for a minute now. Had it for about like 2 years. It looks amazing. And yeah, since we start on VHS, I'm just keep going with VHS. I'm gonna go with this guy right here. This is a Sony camcorder. Shoots on a cassette. Super tiny, super small. Look at that. Yeah, this is the cassette it shoots on. Just super small cassette. But yeah, love this Sony because how small it is, how practical it is. I can literally just fit this in my pocket, go to a shoot, or even have camera on one hand, this on this hand, and I'm just shooting. It's not heavy, it's not bulky, unlike this guy right here. Super heavy, super bulky. But yeah, I just love this camera. It still gets the job done. It has night vision on it, which is super cool. I love the night vision on these camcorders. They look super cool. Definitely brings you back to that vintage old school vibes. Over here I have the big boy. This like the brother. You got little bro, you got big bro. This is big bro right here. This has shot some incredible stuff. I took this to the New York A&P meetup, that giveaway they did, and honestly I thought I broke this because that was so chaotic. Honestly guys, that's probably one of the most chaotic things I've ever been through in my life to date. It was just crazy, and honestly thought I was literally holding the Sony FX3, my favorite video camera. But yeah, I was holding a Sony FX3 on one hand and I was holding this VHS on the other hand, just trying to get both perspectives, you know, because I still like that old school VHS style, but also sometimes you do want that 4K style as well. So I was just trying to get both looks, and so I had both these in my hand. Honestly, I thought I broke this because at one point people were just, the screen was like this, just so I can at least see, you know, I was just trying to see what I can get. People were just bumping the screen every single second, and so honestly I thought I broke it. The screen is kind of messed up a little, but honestly it still works, still runs, and I have this fisheye on it. This is how I get my fisheye looks. This adapter right here. Honestly, this adapter is like literally like $12 on Amazon. Definitely worth the investment. It gives you a whole different perspective and look. And so yeah, Sony camcorder. If you guys are looking for if you're deciding what VHS camera should I get, I would definitely say Sony. It just seems to be more reliable. Haven't had any issues. This has literally been through a lot and it's still running, still great condition, somewhat great condition, but functionality wise, amazing condition, still running. Lastly, I bought this in New York actually. While I was still in New York during that giveaway, I bought this because honestly I thought this was broken. Like I didn't think it was working, and so I bought this, and I honestly love this so much. This is just a JVC camcorder. Honestly, it's amazing, and I love this because it gives a different look. Instead of having night vision, it has this light, but it's a yellow light, and so it gives it kind of like a hazy yellowish tint to your video. Super amazing. Love the footage of how it looks overall. Super fire. This is a JVC camcorder with a light. That, guys, is my VHS setup. All my VHS. Since we're still on this old school vibe, let's go ahead and get into my digital cameras. And so if you guys see my style, I definitely like vintage and like an old school look to my photos, you know. And I was always searching for a way, how do I get a film look but don't break the bank, you know, having to develop, wait for the development, buy more film, fix a film camera. It was just like a lot, you know what I mean? And I didn't really have that budget to be splurging on film so consistently. So I went into this rabbit hole of what's a way I can get super close to film but not break the bank. And so I ended up on this Reddit page, and this guy was talking about old school digital cameras. So what I do, I went ahead and I bought a point and shoot. And so I started with this. It's like I think it's from the 2000s. It's a Nikon Coolpix S6300. But yeah, this camera has shot some amazing photos. This is my introductory to that whole old school like digital cameras that give you that film look. And so I went ahead, I shot an event, and the photos from that event came out amazing. I was honestly astonished by the way it came out, all by just using this simple guy. And that really showed me, honestly, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what gear you have, you know. If you just have the vision, the eye for it, and the passion for it, honestly, you can make anything work. Because photos I got from this, and it turned out amazing, all from this guy. Like this simple camera shot some amazing photos. And so moving on, another camera I have still like on that old school digital vibes is this Konica Minolta. If you guys know Konica Minolta, it's an old school company, but honestly they created some amazing cameras. This camera right here has shot a lot of my recent like fit pics. I do post some fit pics on me on Instagram. If you guys haven't already, check them out at alankaruku. But yeah, a lot of the fit pics I've taken are on this camera. So this camera has shot some amazing fit pics. It has like this greenish orangish tint that's like super fire. I think it's really dope, and it gives it like that old school look. Amazing camera right here. Let's keep going. And this is probably what I bring the most for on-the-go shooting, is this Panasonic Lumix. And surprising, this has a Leica lens in it. You get really sharp photos. And the cool thing about this too is you can attach your flash. So now you can attach your flash to this camera, and you're not really sacrificing light-wise. Instead of using this small flash, now your photos can be even sharper because you have the flash and you're adding to it. But yeah, honestly love this camera. Just amazing. Pictures come out good, colors come out amazing. Definitely, like, sometimes you can't tell the difference. Do you really shoot this on film or is this digital? You know, you'd be surprising people with this. But yeah, love this camera overall. Polaroids. I love Polaroids. Honestly, I've seen like a lot of photographers, they're really getting into that Polaroid game. You know, they're getting their bags with that. I always wanted to break into that scene of Polaroids, but I was kind of like, I'm the type to just wait, do my research, see what's out there, just try different things, test things out, you know what I mean? I ended up buying this Polaroid camera. Guys, this is the Fujifilm Instax Mini Evo. This Polaroid camera is really dope, not only because it shoots Polaroid, but also you can take a picture just like so. You can take a picture, you can look at it. Okay, do I like this photo? Yeah, this photo's smooth. Okay, you can go ahead, just do print, and then it's gonna say preparing printing, just like that. And then now gives you a little animation of it printing, and then out comes your photo, just like that. Honestly guys, this is so cool. Unlike regular Polaroid cameras, you just take it and the Polaroid comes out. You don't know if it's good, you know it's bad. It's kind of a guessing game, you know, kind of a film. But with this, it's super cool because you can take a picture, right? You can see if it's good. Do I like this? Yes. No. Okay, I like it. Let me go ahead and print it. And so now you're printing out the Polaroid, and right in front of you, look at that, you get a Polaroid, just like that, like any other Polaroid. Amazing. Like, honestly guys, this is so cool. This is probably one of my favorite purchases ever, this Fujifilm Instax Mini Evo. It's amazing because now you can literally look at the picture you just taken, see if it's good. That way you're not wasting a whole bunch of Polaroids for nothing. Guys, let's get to my main camera. Now this is my go-to camera. That has not changed since since mid last year. This camera has not changed, and honestly not really looking to change it anytime soon either. But my main camera for photos, guys, is this right here. This is the Canon R6. Honestly, love this camera. Super amazing. Color science on this is amazing. Honestly, this is an overall amazing camera. I used to be Sony, super die-hard Sony guy. I used to be like ride or die Sony. But honestly, my roommate Chris, he's like, bro, just try it out. Canon, trust me. So, went ahead and try it out, and I haven't looked back since. I've had this camera, and I just love it overall. Just amazing. And the lens I have attached to it, my main lens is a 16-35 Canon L series lens. This lens is honestly amazing because I do like that wide angle look. A lot of my photos are wide angle based, and I just found like this lens to be the lens for me because it's wide enough, but also you can get some cool, nice detailed zoom in shots, you know, pull up to that 35mm, and then now you're getting some cool closer up shots. And what I have attached to it right here is the ND filter. This is a Peter McKinnon ND filter. I got pretty lucky. I didn't pay the steep price tag that it has. I got pretty lucky. I went on Facebook Marketplace and found this guy. I don't know how, but he has like tons of these, and so he just sold it to me for like $80. and I was like, hey, I'll take it. And honestly, I haven't taken this off since I put it on this lens. Honestly, just amazing. This ND filter really helps me keep my style consistent throughout the photos I take. Nighttime, daytime, cloudy, sunny, rainy, all that. The number one way I keep my photos pretty consistent throughout my feed, throughout my pictures, throughout my style, is through this ND filter right here. And another way I do that is also by just pairing with this flash. I shoot with flash, same way this ND filter stays on when I'm doing photos, a flash stays on my camera. Even if I'm using a mono light flash, you still have the trigger attached. Now I'm using the flash right here. So honestly, I'm always using a flash no matter the conditions, and that's just how my style is, because the way I've developed my presets is just built into the foundation of having a flash and this ND filter. So I'm just constantly always using a flash system throughout my photos. And yeah, and my other lens, this other lens I have for the Canon is this pretty much just the kit lens. It's a 24 to 105. Honestly, this lens works well when I'm doing studio shoots, when I'm doing digitals. Honestly, it's sharp enough. Like it's super sharp for what it does. For a kit lens, it's sharp. Honestly, it's a f4 lens. So honestly, in the studio setting, when you have ample lighting, having an f4, no problem. You're not sacrificing anything really, you know. And so yeah, this is really sharp for it being a kit lens. Maybe an upgrade would be 24 to 70, but honestly, I haven't really found a reason to upgrade it, and so I've just always kept it, and I still use it. And so next up, I have this GoPro 9. Honestly, I should use this more. I really don't be using it as much, but I'm gonna try to utilize it this year more often. Another item I find very essential is my laptops. Now this is my first laptop I got. I've had this for quite some time. I think I've had this for like 6-7 years now. Honestly, it got to a point where it's a dinosaur. It just started slowing me down. Couldn't get edits done as fast as I wanted to, which slows it down, the turnaround time. But honestly, I still use this because I use this to transfer VHS footage digitally, so that way it's stored on my laptop, and furthermore I can put it on this SSD drive. So yeah, I still have use for this laptop. How it works is to transfer my VHS footage. I have this adapter. I got this adapter on Amazon for like $8, and so it comes with this app, this software. You plug it in, you plug in the USB into your laptop, and so the software, and then you just play back your VHS and you run it through. And so pretty much what it's doing is screen recording the VHS footage onto your laptop and then converting it to digitally, so that way it's an MP4 file now, and now you can do whatever you want to the footage, you know. And so yeah, that's how I store my VHS footage digitally. But my main laptop that I use is this MacBook M1. Honestly, love this laptop. Super fast, no doubts about that. Gets the job done with a breeze, very efficiently. Honestly, love this laptop. For some reason, I can't convert my VHS footage onto the M1 for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's like the software doesn't read it. Maybe it's like an Apple, Microsoft thing. But yeah, that's why I still keep around my other laptop, my Dell laptop, just so I'm able to transfer my VHS footage still. If I was to get hit up for a shoot right now, what do I grab super fast? Without hesitation, I'll definitely grab, you know, right here, the Canon with the lens 16-35. Grab my flash right here, you know, grab my flash. I'll grab my Panasonic Lumix, hang it over here. I'll grab my super portable Sony Handycam, gets it all done right here. Camera strap, guys, I honestly don't like shooting with camera straps. I find it annoying when you're trying to take a photo and your camera straps are all over the place. So honestly, I don't like camera straps. But when I'm not shooting, camera straps are a lifesaver, because now my hands are free, I can do stuff. I'm not worried about, you know, having to put my camera on the ground or anything. My camera is gonna be right on my hip, ready to go. And so yeah, just like that. Well, usually I have like this. Yeah. So there you go. So I have my Canon, I have my Panasonic to kind of give me that film look, you know, cheating the system. And then I have my Sony Handycam, and that's really my go-to setup if I was to get hit up for a shoot right now. Maybe I'll bring my Fujifilm too if I have time to play around, get some Polaroids in. That would be super ideal. But yeah, this is like my on-the-go setup. If I was on the go for real, I would just bring these three, and this is how I rock. But yeah, thank you guys for watching.
To a bed and when it cut out to the racks. My friend is planning, bitch, you know I'm off the mat.